The Bay Area is a place of natural beauty, richness, and resource. For centuries, it's been inhabited by those taking advantage of its sheltered waters, from early native settlement to the gold rush to modern times. This growth has at the same time been the source of many of the challenges that we know now today. Massive congestion and pollution, an affordable housing crisis, stained infrastructure, declining ecology, sea level rise and storm flooding, drought and wildfires, earthquakes and liquefaction. These development patterns have also generated and leave the Bay vulnerable to the climate stresses it feels today. We propose that in order to create a more resilient, sustainable and equitable Bay, urban stresses and climate stresses must be thought of as one. And in order to work on these issues, we must break the traditional silos of city making, thinking of the Bay as a social ecosystem, one where rather than working as opposing forces, ecology, people, infrastructure and transit work together as self-enforcing systems. A series of regional elements can work in concert to build a more resilient Bay. Can we naturalize and recenter communities around the Bay's once prominent creek system, helping to manage stormwater while providing room for the Bay to grow? Can we peel back decades of paved over surfaces, improving water absorption and fighting drought? Can we reconnect the Bay by using the assets we have, enhancing the Bay Trail, expanding ferry service, and transforming roadways into efficient routes for collective transit and density? So where do we start? Islais Creek, emerging into the Bay at the southern end of San Francisco, sits between a diverse set of communities and is an important center of food, logistics, and port operations for the city. For Islais Creek, we propose a dual strategy of protection and retreat, restoring acres of the natural creek along its southern bank while protecting and densifying logistical activities along the northern piers, bringing vertical warehouses, creative offices, and jobs to the area. From Islais Creek to Islais Park, a resilient green heart for Bayview and South San Francisco. The South Bay has for decades been the economic heart of the region. With thousands of acres of flood-prone area, it's also emblematic of many of the region's most challenging issues.
Is to make the carpooling hours all day long, 24/7.
For the South Bay, we propose new forms of living and transit, taking advantage of flexible new technologies and underdeveloped areas while mitigating the emissions that cause climate change. A new bus rapid transit system transforms the highway network into an efficient loop for collective transit. This new framework provides an armature for growth, with dense new centers at transit nodes inland and at the water's edge. Can we make the South Bay as special as Sausalito, imagining resilient floating villages connected by expanded ferry service? Can we reimagine Highway 101 as a machine for autonomous collective transit? Can we rethink the area's salt ponds and future tidal marsh, now threatened by sea level rise, as experiments in food and energy production? In light of climate change and sea level rise, Can we not just save the bay, but can we grow the bay for nature, for people, and for a changing climate?